All right, hello everyone. Welcome to another race of the weekend night racing in the Premier League. My name is Katie 1997. I'm gonna be the new commentator for actually for today. So this is my debut for today's race. So looking forward to it. Alongside me will be the two drivers. They'll be probably be chirping in with me, just giving me some updates. That would be Jake Bradfield and Jake Wilson. So. Welcome along, you two, and
Evening, mate.
thank you,
Evening.
thank you. Yeah, definitely gonna be a good race. I would probably assume Interlagos definitely is a racetrack that is known for having a lot of title deciders in the past, probably say over the past 15 years. So
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
if you want to give me a quick
it's
update about the weather, real quick.
dry quality. Dry quality. It looks like for the race, it's going to start sunny and end rainy.
Uh,
Dry qualifying and end in the rain. Interesting. All right, so I know in
No
we've had.
safety cars, please. We're going to get wet.
All right, so it's probably going to be a little bit of 2016 Brazilian Grand Prix, but not like the entire race. Sounds like just the end from what you're saying. All right, interesting enough. All right, so I'm probably gonna meet you guys for a little bit and just go from just go from there. And good luck if you guys are somehow not in. Yeah, definitely. I'll make sure to keep a track of that as well. Anyway, good luck. All right. So, anyways, let me look and see what round this is real quickly. I am new to this, so like, just bear with me about like, the drivers, and knowing the drivers and all that stuff. So, wait, look. Okay, so this is the 19th round of the of this series. Okay, so so from the way it looks is okay. So it's a full qualifying session, not a short qualifying. I'm used to the short one. So a full qualifying session would be basically Q1 is like drivers that have to get above the top 15 in order to go into Q2. Q2 will be the drivers that make it through the top 10, but they have to start on the compound tires that they set the fast lap on. And then Q3 obviously is just to go flat out, or basically just do the best you can. But basically, yeah, that's what the system is if you're not too familiar with it. But anyway, let's ride along with Dan Murphy in the AlphaTauri, who will present us the lap around Interlagos. So coming to turns 1 and 2, this is the downhill section of the center S's. Of the apex there, turns 1 and 2, and now go into the flat out turn 3 of the Curve de Sol, and then down the back straight into the first DRS zone of the Retro Pasta towards the Disquita del Lago. It's just turn 4, a very tight corner there, but you get good exit speed if you can get it right up towards the elevation change into, I believe that is turn 6, and then into turn 7 we go, hug the apex there, into turn 8 now of Purino. Very nicely done, and there is 15 corners, 10 to the left and 5 to the right if you're wondering, and a 3.1 mile second I believe it is. And now we go into the downhill section of Magulio. Very nicely done, and then this is the famous area of Junção where Timo Glock got passed by Lewis Hamilton in 2008. That decided the championship in 08 to give Lewis Hamilton his first of his 7 titles. And Dan Murphy comes across the line in a 108.2, but pole position right now at the moment is set by Rick Dalton in a 107 flat in the Mercedes, but I reckon we will see time somewhere around the 106s. And also, if you remember last game, it would be like, on average, it would be like the fastest guys I've seen do like the 107s. these cars obviously are a lot quicker than they are in 2019. 2020, they could probably go at least a second quicker in some tracks. So I will not be surprised if we see times in the 106s. And I'll try to get to the comment sections as well as quickly as possible. As well, I see a lot of comments are flying in. So let's see who else is on a lap real quick. We'll follow on with Jake Wilson, I believe. Oh yeah, let me get the track map up for you guys. And also the tire compound, that definitely will help out as well. Just to make it easier for everyone. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, Crooksy apparently got out of qualifying, so he is out before he even set a lap. So let's take a look. Oh, Serious Mushroom. So Serious Mushroom in the Alfa Romeo, coming down the front straight now. Comes across the line, looks like he'll be in the 108s. 108 flat, coming behind him is a Haas. And that is Jay Story with a 108.6. Next across the line is a Ferrari. That probably is Liam. And he's going to be doing a lap again. This time he goes 107.8. And now we have an AlphaTauri. I think that would be Jake. Let's see what he does when he crosses the line. And he does a 107.9. So probably just doing warm-up laps, doing some laps with heavy loads of fuel, I would assume. Next across, it looks like it was Tango in the McLaren with a 107.9. And now here comes the Williams. I want to say that is that Clarkey? Or was that... I'm just trying to make sure. No, it's not Clarkey. Oh, never mind. We just have one from Dan Murphy. 108.1 in the soft compound tires. Let me make sure I get to the comment section very quickly. Just get on my phone real fast. Perfecto. Alright. Cool. Yeah, I just needed to get the comment section on my phone just so I can check it out real quick. Let's see. Who has that last? Walker. 107.3 in the Alfa Romeo. Cal High in the Ferrari has a 107.2. And then I think that was TG Sean with a 107.6. So very close. 9/10 separate between from pole position to 10th place. So the top 10 separated by 9/10. So it's pretty close at the moment here in Q1. But we have still yet to see 5 more drivers to, well, actually not 4 more drivers, I can take that back. Because remember Crooksy, I keep getting mixed up, got out of Q1 during qualifying. And Sully goes second quickest with a 107.1. So now it's the top 11 separated by 9/10. And here is the championship leader, that is Idenzo in the Racing Point. So I think if I read the predictions, or not the predictions, but the whole thing correctly for the driver standings, Idenzo has a chance to win the championship today. So he has to win. And Siege and Cowhigh, who are his championship rivals, have to finish outside the top 4 if he wants to claim the championship today. And he's got a statement already with a 106.8 in the Racing Point. So he's already making a statement already in Q1. Next across the line is his rival Siege with a 107.3, puts him into 7th in the Haas. And that looks like the looks like to be it at the moment. As we still have like 9 minutes left here in Q1. And yes, if you just tuned in, it is a full qualifying session, not a short qualifying session. So, Q1 is 18 minutes, Q2 15 minutes, Q3 is about 12 minutes. But the top 15 move on into Q2. And if you go outside of the top 15, then you are out of qualifying. Next to cross, looks like to be Dan Murphy to cross the line now. And he goes into 13th with a 107.8. And looks like to be a Red Bull Woods into the pit lane. Next is I Am Sloth in the Renault with a 107.4. So it's very, very close. From second to 16th in the 107s. The only one that's in the 106 is on pole is your championship leader, Denzo. If I am pronouncing that correctly. And next across the line is Chazza, as he was in the validated, so he's probably doing his lap again, I would assume. Yep. So he is doing his lap again. Next across the line looks like to be a Haas. Never mind, the Haas goes into the pit lane. And Jake is getting ready for his flying lap. Yeah, no, this is something I've been actually expecting. I expected this to be very, very close. But 2/10 right now separate between pole position and second place between Denzo and Rick Dalton. So far pretty close, and see what Sloth can do if he can. Looks like he's a little down for his time, so he must have messed up somewhere, so he has to dip into the pit lane. But he's still got plenty of time to at least improve. There comes Chazza, and he goes 10th quickest with a 107.5 in the Williams. So right now the drivers that are safe is that are not safe is Jake Wilson, Woods, V12, Jay Story, and Cruz Steamers. And also Cruz Steamers has yet to set a qualifying lap. Here comes Jake to cross the line, and he is way off, so he probably had a mess up somewhere, but he's probably going to do his lap again, I would assume. And here comes Rick Dalton. Can he beat his time? He only beats it, well, according to this, I said it being by 7 milliseconds, but it didn't really improve at all. Of course, Codemaster thinks, probably. And here comes the championship leader, getting ready to start his flying lap. And we'll follow along with, looks like, who can we follow along with? I think that's maybe close. Looks like one of the Ferraris. I want to say Kawhi is. Yep, one of the championship contenders. As he is over a 10.5 down from his second sector time. So it doesn't look like he's going to improve unless he can get the power unit to rely on the straight line speed of the Ferrari. And unfortunately he does not, so he'll have to stay in 5th, but he's long way safe in Q1. And here comes Rick Dalton as he dives into the pit lane, and here comes Cruz Steamers. Well, he invalidated his lap, so he's gonna have to try again, but here comes the championship leader. Denzo in the racing point. And will he beat his 106.8? He does by 2/10 with a 106.6. Wow. So he improves it from 2/10 a gap now to 4/10 a gap, seconds a gap between him and Rick Dalton. So Denzo is making a statement already with these qualifying laps. And this is only Q1. Anyway, here come the Ferraris. It looks like they're going to work on maybe getting a bit of a tow, I say. Oh, never mind. They are not. So William dives into the pit lane. As Tango has left the session. I don't really have any of these drivers as my friends, so that is unfortunate because I cannot help you with that. If I did, I would help you, but I don't have that power, unfortunately. But anyway, let me see if I can get to the comments sections just really fast. Yeah, so, yeah, welcome everyone. Yeah, for everyone that doesn't know me, yeah, my name's Katie1997. You probably heard me from another European league I've done before. I think if I recognize some of your names. But anyway, yeah, yeah, just want to say welcome to the stream. I'll try to make sure to keep track of the comment section as much as I possibly can. I see a lot of good luck to all the drivers and also myself, so I appreciate that as well, and also good luck to everyone today as well, from myself. So anyway, Rick Dalton is retired from the session, so that's pretty obvious because he is way long safe in Q1. Right, so here comes Jake Bradfield around into the elevation change. And I think he's the closest one on the lap. I know there's a Red Bull, but I don't think he's on the lap. I think that would be either Woods or Crew. So we'll follow along with the Merc. As right now he is safe in Q1 with in 12th position. Tango retires as he's a long way safe in Q1. He's got purple in the middle sector, but I don't really believe in all of that because it's Codemasters. They always do that every time you're saying that you're purple in the second sector, but don't put up the actual time that you should. But anyway, here he comes towards the line now, a 107.585. So he's 1 millisecond off of his original time. Oh no, now it just updated, 107.584. And who just came across the line there? I think that was one of the McLarens, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was. Oh, Sully, yeah. One of the other championship contenders did a 106.9. So now we have two drivers that have gone into the 106s. Anyway, here comes Crew Steamers as he's going to set his very first lap and possibly his only one. As he's coming towards the line now, it's going to be close to the 107 and 107.7. So he is at least a 10th up from the danger zone. So he is safe at the moment. But what's going to happen when the other drivers come across? Jake Wilson's about to do his lap right now at the moment as we speak. And oh, that's not going to help. Oh, that's even worse. Woods V12 just spins out in Magulio. And that is going to be the end of his qualifying from the way it looks. And Jay Story is the same thing as he is invalidated and looks like to be out of Q1. But Jake Wilson right now is the only driver that can manage to try to get himself out of Q1. Going to the second sector now. Sully has retired from the session. Liam is doing his lap right now at the moment. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on between these two and see where they're going to stand after their laps. So here he comes down into Merculio as he is at least nearly over half a 10th up of his time. He needs to beat a 107.870 in order to get out of Q1. Can he get out of Q1 is the question, and the answer is right now at the moment that is a yes with a 107.738. Now here comes Liam in the Ferrari. He's purple in the middle sector, up by 3/10, over 3/10. And I think Jake Wilson might be safe at the moment. He will probably be in 15th by the end of the session. Liam will come across the line now, and he will go into the 107.3. So he is a 9th, but Jake Wilson is safe from Q1. And the drivers that will be eliminated is Crew Steamers, Dan Murphy, Woods V12, Jay Story 17, and Crooksy out in Q1. But the championship leader, Idenzo, making a statement rate already on pole from Q1 with a 106.6, up by 3/10 from his championship rival, Sully. And Rick Dalton following up in third, Tango in fourth, and Serious Mushroom in the top 5. But look how close this is. From third to about 18th is separated by 9/10, which is incredible to me. That is absolutely incredible. So, and yeah, Crooksy was the only one not to set a time because I think he crashed somewhere in qualifying during Q1, so that's why he was not able to set a time at all. Let me know in the comment section too your predictions for qualifying and maybe for the race later on as well. Let me see here. So Captain, I think that's his name, Captain Infinity UK says Idenzo needs to try esports, and then Serious Mushroom says he's too fast for it. I mean, I've seen quick drivers being around those times in the 106s. That's kind of where I expect some drivers to be. I don't know what esports would do if it was Interlagos. I mean, I'm not too familiar in terms of that. I don't keep track of it. But, anyway, now we're going to get set for Q2. And now this is 15 minutes. And basically the way it works, if you are not too familiar, is basically if whatever compound tire you use for your fastest lap, and if you go through to Q2 in the top 10, that's the compound you use for the race. And only the top 10 can make it through. So let's see who was on what. So we have, looks like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have about 9 drivers on the medium compound tires, which is very interesting because Brazil is known for not really killing your tires. But I'm guessing a lot of them are going to try to go for the longer stints. Maybe go for, well, I don't know if they, I mean, you could probably go for the mediums and go to like 20 laps and then go to the end of the race with the softs. Because the mediums aren't too bad. The softs aren't too bad. But, I don't know. I'm keen to see what they'll do. But Idenzo will do his lap on the soft compound tire in the Racing Point. So we'll follow along with him as he's going to start his first lap. He was the pole sitter from Q1 with a 106.6, being 3/10 quicker than Sully. Yeah, and oh yeah, to keep in mind, earlier I did say 3 miles for Interlagos. It's actually 2.6 miles, just to correct myself on that. But yeah, it is 15 corners, but they are probably it's probably the best track I would say in the F1 calendar, mainly because it just provides really, really good racing. I mean, there's so many good memories. 2019 from last season had a lot of crazy action with like Ferrari crashing into each other, which Leclerc and Vettel crashing into the Retro Pasta, which is the back straight. 2016 Max Verstappen's incredible drive in the rain. 2012, the championship decider between Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel. And Idenzo replicates the same thing as Q1, 106.6. Jake Wilson, 108.3 on the medium compound tires. And Rick Dalton does a 107.3 to kick off his Q2 run. Tango Tego. 107.3. Walker, 109.2. That was probably a bit of a messy lap, so he's probably going to try that again. Next across the line looks like to be Sully in the McLaren. And he's doing his run on the soft compound tires, so let's see what he can do. Will he get close to the 106? Oh, he's close. 107 flat is the time for the McLaren. I am Sloth in the Renault hasn't validated his lap time, so he will not be bothered to do a lap on there. But here comes Jay Bradfield in the Mercedes, as he's going to come across the line now. It looks like it's to be in the 108. 108.1 is the time, and that looks like to be it at the moment, as we got Clarkey in the Williams. Excuse me, about to do his lap right now. And he's doing his lap on the medium compound tires as well. So the top three are on the soft compound tires, and from 4th to 7th are on the mediums, except for Walker, who did his lap on the soft compound tire. But I'm sure he'll do his lap again, because I think he might have messed up somewhere along those lines. But anyway, here comes Clarkey, though, locking up there in Pata corner before reaching Magulio. And let's see, he is a 51.8, so he looks to be somewhere. I probably would have to take a rough guess to be in the 107s. So it looks like he's going to try to get a tow from one of the Mercedes as he comes across the line now. A little bit light there from what I saw on my end. 107.6. So hopefully that won't be too much of an issue, but that puts them into 5th position right now in Q2. So yeah, at the moment we have yet to see Sige, if I'm correct to pronounce his name there. Kauhai, Sirius Mushroom, yeah, and Shaza as the drivers to do their laps, as Kauhai has invalidated, so he unfortunately will have to try his lap again. Probably try another set of soft compound tires, or maybe go what everyone's doing, go in the medium compound tires. Anyway, here comes CG or Sige, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'll call you CG. Comes across the line now in the pass for the 107.6, so that puts him into 6th place. So right now, the driver that's in danger zone is Jake Wilson with a 108.3. And next across was Liam with a 115.6, but I'm sure he's going to do that lap again. He probably messed up somewhere, I think. As Kauhai, purple in the first sector already, so he's trying to challenge Denzo and also try to keep his championship hopes alive. I think when we get to a break, I'll read off the standing, like the point standings, when I get a chance. But we'll follow along with Kauhai in the Ferrari. Coming across the middle sector now, 50.5. So this is definitely going to be a 106 lap, as he's going to try to get that tow from the Haas in front of him. Down the front straight he goes. But he also cut across the track. That's track limits there. So that not only invalidated his current lap, but invalidated his last one as well. So that is also unfortunate. So he's going to have to go back to the pit lane very quickly in order to get that out of the way. But yeah, the track limits is that you cannot cut across that white line down the pit straight, because it will give you a penalty if you do that. Take note, for example, with Kimi Räikkönen and Mugello when he cut across the line at pit entry. Only what happened to Kauhai was a bit the opposite. Anyway, here comes Jake in the AlphaTauri. Right now he's in 10th. He's just in the danger zone, but he could get himself out of the danger zone if he puts up a good time, and he does. Put up a decent time with a 107.9. So now the guy that the two guys that were I talked with earlier. Pretty much that gave me the weather update. Alright, 8th and 12th at the moment. And looks like Serious Mushroom came across the line. Yep, 107.8 on the medium compound tire. Alright, so basically Jay Bradfield is coming out right now, and let's see, the drivers are in the danger zone is Sean, Sloth, Jay Bradfield, Liam, and Cowhigh, as the drivers are in the danger zone. And yellow flags, and that looks like to be Williams of Shazza trying to get out of everyone's way. And Jake Wilson will dive into the pit lane, I would assume. So currently he is safe, but by a slim margin. Pretty sure the drivers behind will probably be on the soft compound tires and go a little bit faster. Right, here comes Serious Mushroom, Walker, and him following into the pit lane, so they're going to have to double stack in the way it looks. So pretty much everyone's in the pit lane except for 3 drivers, and we'll follow along with Sully, who is on a flyer, and he's doing it on the medium compound tires, so very interesting. So maybe he's confident that he can get those medium compounds into the 106s. That's going to be a bit of a tall order, I think. I mean, those mediums, I think are projected to be nearly over half a second a lap slower than the soft compound tires, so we'll see how he can do with this. As he's going to go into Julio. Okay, so he's a little bit off. He's about 1.5 tenths over, so I don't think he's going to beat that time unless he could get very lucky. Yep. Yeah, and he knows too, so he'll just dive into the pit lane. But main thing too is with those mediums that he used, that will be a used set that he'll use at the race, as Walker has retired. So it looks like he's happy where he is. But anyway, here comes Jay Bradfield in the Mercedes-Benz. It looks like he's just not even going to attempt a time. He's probably going to try again with the soft compound tires. Right now, the time that they have to beat to get it to Q3 is a 107.960 set by Jake Wilson. The main thing is, though, that you don't want to use the same tires over and over again, because if you use the your fastest set, that could have a chance of cause a little bit of effect in the race. So Jay Bradfield currently 9/100ths up of his time in the first sector, so he's doing all right at the moment. Yeah, as you can see on the track map, we only have 3 cars on the track at the moment. Liam will be the first one across. We have 3 minutes left in this qualifying session. And it looks like he's going to not try to improve, so we'll follow on Jay Bradfield as he's lost about, looks like at least a 10th from that first sector, so let's see what he can do down the front straight. He looks like he's abandoning his lap, so he'll just go into the pit lane. But he's still got time. It's 2:40 left in the qualifying session. Here comes Cowhigh in the Ferrari. Oh, he almost made that mistake again of crossing the pit lane entry, and he goes into the 106s now with a 106.9. So he's gone second quickest so far. So far, it's just been the championship contenders that have at least gone into the 106s. But anyway, yeah. So the championship standing. So currently, right now, the gap is 58 points between Denzo and CG. Denzo has 309 points. And so does CG, but also does Cowhigh, so they're tied for second place. So that's it's pretty close at the moment, but yeah, like I said, if Denzo wins and Siege and Cowhigh fail to get to the top 4, then Denzo will be your Premier League champion. Is there constructors? Ah, yes, there is. Okay, I just haven't checked that yet. All right, so yeah, on the constructor side of things, it's the top 2 race between top of the table chase between Racing Point and Ferrari. 352 points to 356 is the difference right now. Racing Point has 352, Ferrari has 306. Then you have Haas with 253, Mercedes at 4th with 227, and Alfa Romeo with 156. So still anyone's game right now in the constructor side of things at the very moment. Alright, so we have now 40 seconds left. And right now the drivers in the danger zone is Liam, Jake Wilson, Sean Sloth, and Jay Bradfield. At the very moment, you have yellow flags from Williams slowing down. I believe that would be Clarkey, but anyway. Cowhigh has retired from the session, so I'm sure he's happy from where he is. So this is the last session ever. Well, that's not going to be helpful for Shazza as he's invalidated. So that's the end of his qualifying unless the bottom 5 do not make it through. And Dalton comes across the line, does not improve his time. Mushroom will come across next. I don't think he'll improve either, maybe, unless he can put up a solid time. From the way it looks, I don't think so. And he's even out of ERS, so that's obviously a no. So we'll follow Shazza, and who just went across the line? Hold on. Oh, that was Sean with a 107.3, so he's in 8th. Shazza has pulled over the side of the road, so that might be the end of his qualifying session. But Liam will come across the line now, and he will go into the 107.4. So that's the time they have to do to get out of Q2. And Jake Wilson is not going to bother doing that. He'll just go to the pit lane. And same with Jay Bradfield. So they will be out of Q2. So Liam will. Looks like he got bumped down, I think. Oh, yeah, he probably got bumped down from, looks like from Clarkey. Oh, Clarkey went quickest out of the bottom drivers with a 107 flat. All right, so, again, the top, from 3rd to 14th, they're separated by 9/10 again. Almost the same thing we saw in Q1. Very interestingly enough. Very close qualifying. But I would expect that, obviously. Alright, so anyway, the drivers that have made it into Q3, Denzo, Cowhigh, Clarkey, Sully, Mushroom, Sloth, Dalton, Rick Dalton, Walker, TG, Sean, Tango, and the guys out of Q2 are Liam, CG, which is a big surprise because that's not going to help his championship hopes by starting at 12th. Shazza will be in 13th with Jake Wilson and Jake Bradfield, round off 14th and 15th. And those are the drivers that did not make it through into Q2. But now we'll come down to the last qualifying session of today, Q3. Now, it is dry for, if you heard the drivers earlier, from Jake Bradfield and Jake Wilson, they did say it's going to be rain at the end of the race. So, keep your eyes on that later on in the race. But for now, it is going to be dry, I think, for the first half of the race until we get to the later part. How hard will it be? That will be to be determined. I know if it's like very wet at the end of the race, sometimes I don't believe that because you could go to the very end of the intermediates, depending on what lap it is. Unless it's very early, then yeah, you go onto the wets. Anyway, here come everyone else, and get ready for Q3. So now this is just pretty much whatever you want to do and go flat out as fast as you can, no matter what tire you're using. Rick Dalton's out before he even leaves the pits. That is very surprising. So he's not going to set a time at all. So he's out of Q3. Wow, very interesting indeed. I don't know how to explain that because he didn't even come out of the pits. Or did he just crash? Or did he just crash coming out? I don't know. But anyway, let's run on board with the guy that has been the quickest out of the first two qualifying sessions. Denso, the championship leader in the Racing Point. Oh no! That's not going to help him there. I think he took a bit too much of a wide line there into the center S's, so he lucked up very badly. That compromised his time, so that will be something he's going to have to do over again. So in the meantime, we'll ride along with Sully, the championship, someone that's been actually fighting against Denso, the closest so far in this qualifying session. So Denso will have to get out of the way. That might compromise Sully a little bit there, going down Fiorino. A little bit wide. Let me put up the time as well. Sorry about that. Forgot to do that there. Alright, so right now 50.4, so should be set for at least a 106. So the first to come across the line will be the two McLarens, as he will come across the line. Denso does a 106.8 or 108.4. Sully 106.8. Tengu 106.8 as well, separated by 9/100ths. And Sean goes third quickest with a 107.9. Next to come across Mushroom 107.4 in the Alfa Romeo. Kawhi is invalidated, so he won't set a time just quite yet. Walker 106.9 in the Alfa Romeo. So it's a McLaren 1-2 and an Alfa Romeo 3-4 at the moment. And next to come across will be Clarkey in the Williams. He has to challenge a 106.8 in order to get pole position. Can he get to a 106.8? He is close. 106.9. This is incredibly close between the top four, separated by over a 10.5. So this is incredible. Wow. Now this is something you would expect right now. And there's Denso with a pole time of 106.5. So he goes quickest of all, and the quickest time we have seen so far in the qualifying session. And he's separate by 3/10 between the two McLarens. But what can Kawhi do in the Ferrari? He has to challenge that 106.5. Can he at least try to get to pole position? As he will come across the line now in that Ferrari. I think it's going to be close to a 107 from the way it looks. Yep, at the 107.2. So the gap is 4/10 between the top five. And pretty much the same story. Half a second set between 6 and 9. Absolutely close, but incredible. Now, I don't know the stats, though, in terms of like how many wins certain drivers have or how many pole positions they've had in this league, but I probably would assume Denso has the most out of all of them. From my understanding, I'm going to say. Anyway, let's see. Let's go through the comment section real fast. Oh, Rick Dalton had Q3 ban. Okay, so that's why he didn't do a lap. All right, thanks for the clarification there. All right, thanks for that, Jake. I appreciate that. He mentioned that in the comment section. Others, let's see, have been cheering on Cowhigh, Mushroom, saying how incredible the pace is. So, yeah, so far it's just been really close. Something I have been expecting so far in this qualifying session. So far, not too shabby at the moment. And of course, we can't wait to see what the race will bring. Interlagos obviously being the famous track for thrilling racing. And of course, some famous drivers in the past from Brazil that have raced in Formula One. Rubens Barrichello, Nelson Piquet. Of course, the man, the myth, the legend from years ago, Ayrton Senna, the three-time world champion as well. Felipe Massa. Of course, a lot of names in the history of Formula One that have come from Brazil. As Walker looks like he did he improve? Or just new? Oh, he's just getting started. Sorry. All right, so looks like the two Alphas are out, but one is on a flying lap, the other is not. Walker is up by 15 milliseconds from the first sector, but if you were to keep it consistent, that means you'd be up into fourth ahead of Clarkey. Oh, but that's not gonna help him there. It validates as he goes wide into turn 6. So that ain't gonna help him at all. Right there, so we'll follow on with Sully then in the McLaren, as he is only 3/10 down from Idenzo at the moment. Purple in the second sector, so he's 2/10 up. So could this be a pole lap? You gotta rely on that McLaren, that Renault power unit down that front straight. He's gotta get to use absolutely everything. It's gonna be to the line. 1:06.6 is the time for the moment for the McLaren. So he stays in second. But he is getting much, much closer to Idenzo. Alright, we'll follow on with Serious Mushroom in the other Alfa Romeo. As he says that he was 2/10 up on the first sector. So he just needs to keep it consistent and clean if he wants to get somewhere close to the top 5. The 5th place time is a 1:06.975 at the very moment. So here he comes into the middle sector. He is 4/10 up. So this is definitely going to be in the 106s. Where is this going to put him, though, is the question. As it comes down the front straight, and he will come across the line from the way it looks in the 106s. Oh, no, it's not. It's a 107 flat. So he goes into, it looks like he stays in 6, so he improves his time, but not enough to gain a position. So I don't know if this will be his last run, though. He has 2.5 minutes, but he's going to have to hurry back to the pits very quickly if he wants to set one more. Now, we'll follow on with Denzo, as he's going to get set for his final flying lap. He is right now the quickest man on the circuit at the moment with a 1:06.5. The quickest time we have seen so far throughout this qualifying session. Down to the center as he goes. Locks up quite a bit, but does not compromise his line too much. Took it very nicely indeed to the curve to Sol. Now down to Retro Acosta. See where he stands. He's nearly a 10th up of his time. So he's doing pretty stalled at the moment. Just needs to keep it clean as it goes through the elevation change. Walks up again there, hugs the inside curve, goes down towards Fiorino. Hugging that inside curve a little bit there, not too much of it though. Into Tapato, a little bit of a wide line. Now let's see what he goes through. When he goes to the Magulio, is 50.1. So he is up by quite a bit in the middle sector. He gained about over a tenth in that time. Mushroom is out of the qualifying session. What is Denza gonna do when he comes across the line? 106.3. Absolutely incredible. That's probably the quickest I've seen anyone do. That is absolutely astonishing time from Denzo. A 106.3. 3/10 clear from second place. The man is on a mission to get the Premier League title today. Gets a 106.3 on his final lap of qualifying. Amazing. Kauhai will have to do his lap. He's gonna have to do it very quick as he gets across in time to do his final lap of Q3. We'll try to follow along with everyone as much as we can. Walker up 3/10 in the middle sector. He says it's purple in the middle sector. I think he might have had a personal best in the first sector. Comes across the line now. 106.7, so that puts him into third, splits the McLarens. Now, speaking of the McLarens, Tango is invalidated, so his qualifying is over. And we'll have to settle for fourth unless the bottom drivers can do something about it. Sully looks like he's down from the way it looks, even though it says it's purple in the middle sector, but I don't believe that, obviously. But he's gonna have to rely on that McLaren to get across the line. He hugs that inside corner as much as possible. 106.568. So he remains in second. Clarkey, 106.89. Next to come across. Looks like Walker came across. 106.7. Oh, no, Kauhai, I'm sorry. 106.728. Now what can Slot do? I think that's the end of his qualifying. So, Denzo is your pole sitter at the moment with an astonishingly 106.3. Had pole every single qualifying session throughout the entire way. The man is definitely on a mission to get a title. Kauhai is in third right now at the moment, the championship rival at the moment. But we'll go through the qualifying order real quick. Denzo on pole position with Sully in second. Kauhai in third. Walker in fourth. Tango in fifth. Clarkey in sixth. Mushroom in seventh. Sean in eighth. Sloth in ninth. And Rick Dalton rounding off the rest of the grid. While we let me read through the comment section real quick. I see everyone's being a little bit of a Ferrari fan, obviously rooting for Kauhai from the way it looks. And then I think at the moment we'll let's take a quick moment. I think the guys are still in the party. We'll give a word with Jake and Jay Bradfield. Those are the two. I can't remember if Jay Bradfield's an admin, but I know Jake is. So let's have a little word with him real quick. Hey, Jake and Jay Bradfield. Can you guys hear me real quick? Jake and Jay Bradfield. I take that back, so they probably have me muted. Yeah, I am at the same party with him, by the way, if you're wondering, but it's fine. And apologies for the cough as well. That wasn't me, though. All right. So here we go to get started on the formation lap. Like they said earlier, it is going to be dry until the end of the race. I don't know how hard the rain's going to be, but we'll see how it goes. But this could be the race that Denso decides the championship today in the Drivers' Championship. We'll go through the order one more time, real quickly, as they are going through the track. Denso, the quickest of all, 106.3 in Q3. Starts on pole position. Sully in second, Cowhigh in third, Walker in fourth. Tango rounds off the top 5. Clarky in 6th. Mushroom will start off in 7th place with Sean in 8th. Sloth in 9th. Rick Dalton, who had a qualifying ban in Q3, starts in 10th place. Liam will start in 11th. And very quickly, there is the pit strategy, but it's mostly if you're on the soft compound tires. It's not really to the hards. You can go to the end of the mediums, I would say, but you can't go on that same pit window between laps 14 to 17. Siege in the Haas, the other championship contender, is going to be starting at 12th, and he's on the hard compound tire, so very interesting indeed. And he's the only one on the hard compound tire, so he's going to try to gamble here. Shazza will be in 13th with Jake in 14th, Jake Bradfield in 15th. Crew Steamers in 16th, Dan Murphy in 17th, Woods in 18th, Jay Story in 19th, and Brooksy rounds off the rest of the grid. But the guys in 4th and 5th are on the medium compound tire, so this might play a bit of an interesting strategy here. Liam is also on the medium compound tire. Siege, like I said, is on the hard compound tires, the only one on the hard compound tires. Jake and Jay Bradfield are on the mediums, and so is Crooksy. But the rest of the grid are on the soft compound tires. And also to note, if you've seen streams in the past, just the past over a week, I can actually now see the penalties as well. So the penalties will be something to keep an eye on as well throughout the entire race. But here we go. It's 36 laps here in Interlagos. Here in Sao Paulo, here we go. 5 red lights here in Interlagos. Lights out and away we go. And it looks like to be a good start from Denso as he's going to be side by side with the McLaren there. Into turn 1. Ghosting's already in effect already. Not surprising there. But it looks like Denso is out in front. Cowhigh gets ahead of the McLaren of Sully into second place. Now already ahead. And it looks like to be Walker alongside with Sully into Desquita del Lago. Keeps it clean so far. Oh, a little bit of banging wheels there between the McLaren and there's contact at the back. Oh, more contact at the back. Plucky's out of the race. Plucky's out of the race, and we have a safety car deployed already. Clarky is out of the race. There was a ton of contact from out of turn 4. Jay Bradfield looked like to be one of them involved, and I think a Red Bull as well. There was also some contact between the McLaren and the Alfa Romeo of Sully and I believe Walker, or was it Tango, that got caught up in it, but they took off one of the boards on the opening lap. But, oh! Okay, that's a bit interesting. Jazza just went absolutely deep into that corner as he juiced out, but Clarky is out of the race, out of 5 corners. So his day is done. It looks like, let's see, looks like Dan Murphy, crew, and yeah, Jay Bradfield and the 2 Mercedes got collected in that incident on the opening lap. Trying to see if there was any damage between any of those drivers at the front, because I noticed there was a fight between one of the McLarens and the Alphas. They could get pit strategy, but Cowhigh though had a really good start though, getting up into second place. Let's see who the biggest winners out of it all. And it looks like to be, it looks like Shazza gained 5 positions, starting from 13, so he did a good job gaining some positions. But yeah, Cowhigh, the championship contender, up into second place. So this is where he needs to be if he wants to keep his championship hopes alive. And Dan Murphy already has a penalty Let me take a look and see what it was real quickly. It is a 5-second time penalty. I'm guessing it was for a severe collision. Wow, so already some chaos in the opening laps here in this Premier League race. Yeah, former Moas was saying that someone hit the inside barrier. Yeah, that was Clarkey that hit the inside barrier. If you saw in the background, so he is out of the race. That's why we have the safety car deployed. And it was just a lot of chaos that happened on the opening lap out of the first 5 corners. So very chaotic start at the very moment. So it looks like everyone stayed out except for obviously the guys that had to pit. So let's take a look real quickly. So the guys that pitted, Dan Murphy goes on the medium compound tires. Jay Story goes on the hard compound tires. So he's going to try to gamble to go to the end of the race, of course. Chris Deavers goes on the medium compound tires. Jay Brown on the soft compound tires. And Rick Dalton on the hards. But to keep in mind also, Siege, the other championship contender who's on the hard compound tires that started off in the hards at the opening stage, is in 10th. So he's pretty solid at the moment, but he's going to have to pray for another safety car to happen in the later part of the race. But I think I know why he's on the hard compound tires. I've mentioned this obviously before. The end of the race, in case it rains, he can go for the hards and then probably slip onto those intermediates or wets, depending on how the rain is going to be. That's probably why he's taking a gamble on the hards, just to go to the very end until the rain comes. So that's actually pretty smart. Very, very smart indeed, actually. Alright, so the safety car is in this lap, and I think we're going to go back into green flag racing. We are into green again. And it looks like Cal High had a much better jump, though, on the championship leader on the outside into the center S as we go side by side and wheel to wheel into the center S's. Oh, there's contact. Oh, slight bit of contact there between Denzo and Cal High, but Denzo gets the best of it, and now Cal High's got the McLaren behind, but it looks like he's not too close at the moment. Into the Tosquita del Lago, down the inside he goes. The Ferrari gets the lead, but is he going to come back into Denzo? No, he's not. He's going to have to stay back at the very moment. So Cal High takes the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix, and that will definitely help him in his championship hopes at the moment from where it stands. And it looks like, oh, Mushroom. Mushroom's had a moment. Mushroom has had a moment in the Ferratada. So he's had a bit of a moment from the way it looks. Maybe some contact, I think. But it is Cal High in the lead in the Ferrari. From Denza to Sully to Tango and Walker as your top 5. And TJ Sean, Shazza, Sloth, Liam, Siege as your top 10 at the very moment. The gap right now is 0.2 of a second between Denzo and Cal High. Oh, they're so super close between the Racing Point and the Ferrari again. But this time they did not make any contact whatsoever. Oh, Cal High goes wide there at the Curve de Sol. But remember, DRS is not enabled until the next lap of the race. So far, everyone's keeping it clean at the very moment. Looks like everyone's starting to form a little bit of groups between the top 6 and from the rest of the field. But yeah, I don't know exactly what happened to Mushroom. I saw he fell down on the table, but I don't know if it was contact made. Oh, Chaz is out of the race! Chaz is out again. The 2 Williams are gone, and we have another safety car deployed. And Cal High, a 3-second penalty. Looks like for Cornica, I would assume it is, or I don't know. I didn't get a good look. But the 2 Williams are out of the race, and we have another safety car deployed. 5 laps, and we got 2 safety car deployments. So, already chaos happened in the I was expecting this to wait until the rain comes. This is incredible. Oh, Cowie, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm very new Formula Moment, so bear with me on that. Sorry, man. But yeah, anyway, yeah, we've got a safety car deployed, another one deployed. The two Williams cars are out of the race, Chazza and Clarkey. Clarkey, who started off on the top 5, is out of the race. And Chazza crashed at turn 7. If you want to know where he crashed, it's over by that Rolex sign. That outer barrier is where he crashed. My question is, how did he end up there? Yeah, because I don't know how you can end up there, really. Unless he, like, rubbed too much curb and messed up. I mean, I don't know what assist these guys use. Oh, I mean, I know what Denzo uses. It looks like he runs no assist. Obviously from that lockup. I would assume it's just whatever assist you want. But yeah, Dylan, I was going to say, yeah, safety car madness. And we're not even halfway into the race. We're not even at the point where the rain even comes. And the rain's supposed to come at the end of the race. So, yeah, we've already got some madness going on. But yeah, I want to see what Cowie's penalty was. Okay, so it probably was for corner cuts. So yeah, that's why he has a 3-second time penalty. Just wanted to get clarification. So it's Cowie and Dan Murphy that have penalties. Cowie for a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Dan Murphy for a severe collision. But who do you have a severe collision with? Incidents. Let's see here. Oh, he sped in the pit lane, so that's why he has a penalty. So the next time he goes to the pits, he has to serve a 5-second time penalty. So that explains everything. Yeah, no, I was actually going to say that. Captain Infinity, I think that's what your name is. Yeah, he's in a pretty decent spot. Yeah, 4th place on the medium compound tires. He could stretch it a little bit, but also keep in mind, like I said earlier, Siege, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name. Start off on the hard compound tires, and he's a 9th. So he's probably just taking the gamble to like I said, taking a gamble till the rain comes to flip on to the, well, whatever it will be, either the intermediates or the wets, depending on how bad the rain will be. And now we got the safety car coming back into this lap. So Bernd Maylander will go back to his natural habitat into the pit lane and probably have a drink. So anyway, unless we can avoid any more chaos, we'll go back under Green Flag Racing after at lap 8. We're only 30 laps left into this race, by the way. Alright, we're back under Green Flag Racing again. So Cowie leads the way from Denzo, Sully, Tango, and Walker as your top 5 at the moment. So DRS won't be enabled until lap 10, I believe. So bear with it. Oh, a little bit of side-by-side action there with Tango and Walker. But Walker's going to come back at him, though. And alongside him did the Retro Buster. Thornton gets seated to Delago. Does he outbrake him? He does outbrake him into the outside corner of the Skeeter Delago. Brilliant move there by Walker up into 4th place. But he's going to have to get a little bit closer, though, with a 1.2-second gap right now between him and the McLaren of Soli at the moment. But he's looking at a pretty solid spot, those two drivers on the medium compound tires. And it looks like Dan Murphy's got ahead of his teammate there. A little bit of side-by-side action between the two Alpha tires into Magulio. Brilliant move there. But Dan Murphy, a little bit sideways action there from Jake Wilson, but it looks like Dan Murphy pulled up. And Jake Wilson turned out to be okay at the moment. The gap, 0.6 of a second. Fast lap of the race goes to Cowie at the moment with a 1:10.1. And a half-second gap between Cowie, Denzo, and then also Sully they're starting to break away a little bit there. Looks like Liam had a bit of a moment. Looks like he's lost a few positions. Dropped down to 10th place. I think he was riding at 6th at one point. Oh wait, wait. He just came back. Oh, that's why. He had internet issues. That explains it. Okay. I did not see that. My apologies. But yeah, pretty much right now everyone's separate at the moment. The top 3 so far have created a little bit of a gap between the rest of the field, and DRS will be enabled by lap 10, like I said earlier. Denzo right now right on the back of that Ferrari of Cowie. And now DRS should be enabled. Now the gaps are gone because of Liam re-entering. So Cowie right now has the fastest lap of the race with a 110, I think that was a 110.0, if I'm not mistaken. So DRS is enabled now. So Denzo is using the DRS, but he's not using any of that overtake whatsoever, just trying to bide his time, being patient. Once again, we're starting to form a little bit of some groups there. And some of the pack. Serious Mushroom has lost the position. Oh no! Serious Mushroom's out of the race! Is that going to cause another safety car? No, it will not. It's a VSC. So it's a virtual safety car. Now that doesn't make any sense to me. The 2 safety cars we have were cars on the outside part of the track. That car was in the middle of it. And that's a VSC? Wow. Okay. I'm surprised that wasn't actually a real life safety car, but yeah, from the way it looked, what happened is that he lost it into the Ski del Lago and just crashed the left side barrier. So Mushroom is out of the race, and we are back under green again. But DRS stays enabled. Cowie right now trying to get away from Denzo, and we got a 3-second time penalty Tango for multiple warnings. This definitely helped a little bit of the drivers that are on the top, just to at least save a little bit of ERS. Crew Steamers now has a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings as well. Very interesting few laps I've been seeing. Let's take a little bit of a breath, shall we? We've got some action right now with the green flag racing, not with the safety car or any yellow flag whatsoever. Denzo is going quickest at the moment. He's got purple all in the first couple sectors, and he's looking to be the quickest, obviously helping with the DRS aid to help him out. But right now he's just buying his time, trying to save a little bit of ERS as much as possible. As Tango now has the fastest lap of the race with a 110 flat. So he's looking a little bit racy. The man in the McLaren, as he's fighting along with the guy that's in the mediums as well, Walker, right alongside. And is he going to go to the inside? No, he thought about it for a moment. But he stays back at the very least at the Desquita del Lago. But meanwhile, Siege into 7th place in the R compound tire, so he's doing pretty solid at the very least. So he's doing. Oh, we've got someone that's around. It's Jay Bradfield, who has spun at the Desquita del Lago, the outside of Desquita del Lago, or no, actually that's turn 5. But a lot of incidents so far from what I've been seeing in that particular corner. Or at least at that particular area, I would say. Now Denzo's going to try to attack on the Ferrari with DRS aid down this main straight. Is he going to go? Which way is he going to go? Is he going to go the inside or outside? He thought about it for a moment. I think he knew he wasn't close enough, so he just had to back out of it a little bit there. But he had all the DRS and aid to help him out, but now he's going to fight him into the retro faucet. Does he go for it? Cowie comes to the inside line. Liam's out of the race. Liam is out. Oh, he retired the pits. Sorry. Got a little bit excited there for a moment. I thought it was going to be another safety car. But anyway, yeah, now the two championship contenders close to each other. Sully is not too far away either. He's still right along them. The two medium runners right now still sticking alongside each other, 4th and 5th at the moment. So Liam must have got very frustrated, and he is retired in the pit lane. It looks like Jay Story had a 3-second penalty from the way it looks that I did not catch earlier, but let's see what Denzo's going to do. He's a lot quicker. He's gone quicker, and he's gone closer to that Ferrari, right on the rear wing of the Ferrari. Alongside with him, down the center S as he goes on the outside. He cuts off. He's going to go for the switchback into the center S's. Slight contact there between the Ferrari. There's still more contact between him and the Ferrari, but he moves up into first place because of that. Now Sully did get into the action, and he's gone closer, and they're a lot closer to each other now than what it was the last 3 laps between these three. But brilliant racing, brilliant driving between these two. Denzo went for the switchback and just pulled it off absolutely brilliantly. After Cowie went way too deep on the brakes to at least try to attempt to get him. But Cowie is all over him and will try to get DRS-8 to help him out down the main straight. But also remember that Cowie also has a 3-second time penalty from the point that he did earlier. But he's used up quite a lot of DRS, but so is Denzo. And now here comes Sully onto the outside, into the center S's, but he thought about it for a moment. Just has to stay back a little bit. But he will try to get DRS again down the Retro Busta, and he's closer this time, and I think he's got a little bit more straight line speed. Oh, he doesn't have enough straight line speed though to get him though, so he'll have to stay back behind the Ferrari. So right now, top 3 is pretty much separate to Walker by at least 3 seconds, nearly 3 seconds, I should say. And it looks like Dalton alongside with Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy gets a 3-second penalty for cutting the corner there. Oh, but a little bit of action there. Dan Murphy almost goes off, but thankfully he saves the car and he moves down to 11th, but Rick Dalton goes into 9th with slots up to 10th. And it looks like Cowie's also lost DRS range, so he's going to be now under threat behind that McLaren right behind him. Like Sully doesn't think about the move, he just stays back, at least for the moment. And Walker gets a 3-second time penalty there from multiple warnings as well. Now here comes Tango. Tango's got a lot of ERS to burn as well, so he's been managing it quite well. Oh, a little bit of rubber in the grass there from Tango as well. So far, it looks like everyone's gone a little bit separate, but Sully is going to bring that pressure into Cowie. I wonder if Cowie's tires are starting to fade a little bit there as well, because he is losing a lot of time between him and Denzo. He's lost about 6/10 in the last lap, so he's still losing time. I'm guessing his tires might be older qualifying than what Sully's is, because yeah, he is losing so much time between him and Denzo. And he's going to be in serious threat between him and that McLaren. Oh, okay, Sully goes into the pit lane. So he's going to go for the undercut. And hopefully that'll work for him, as Walker will go into third with Tango into fourth. And now Sean goes to the top 5. On go the... Oh, he goes onto the hard compound tires, so he's going to try to carry those until the end of the race. He will come out ahead of, looks like ahead of Jake Wilson, maybe just slightly, I think. Nope, he'll come out behind Jake. He'll just, oh, he's going to come alongside the Haas, and State comes ahead of the Haas, so he's going to have to pray and hope that undercut works for him. Very interesting. I would expect them to go to the medium compound tires. The hards are not really the greatest tire, if I'm honest, around Brazil. But we'll see what the rest of the field will do. The top two, Cowie is 2.5 seconds back from Denzo. And Denzo does not go into the pit lane, so he stay out. Cowie now goes into the pit lane, and he's going to try to go for the undercut on Denzo if he can, but we need to follow on with Sully, as he's also coming around the front straight. Cowie goes onto the medium compound tires, so he's going to try to carry those until the end of the race. So let's see, where is Sully? He's down the center S, and will this undercut work? Oh, that's super close. That is super close indeed. Oh, it's going to come down to the exit. Oh, he just gets ahead of him. Sully got the undercut to work, but not only that, he's also got Jake to hold him up. Oh, Jake's out of the race. Oh, you're kidding me. And we have another VSC. I wonder if he made contact with Cowie coming out of the pit exit, or down the back straight. So, 2 safety cars, 2 VSCs is so far as what we've been having. Wow. That's going to help Denzo quite a lot. Well, actually, no, he's going to the pits. So actually, no, this actually helps the other cars, the medium runners. Walker in first and Tango now in second. Denzo will have to go down into... Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. Looks like he's gonna come out ahead of Dan Murphy, and he does. Just ahead. And onto the mediums. I wonder, yeah, that's gonna be something that's we're gonna have to take a look later on, because I think there might have been contact between Cowie and Jake down the turn 4 is my rough guess. Yes, excuse me. But Siege is now up to 3rd, the other championship contender, in a very comfortable spot. Let's see what the clouds are. The clouds are looking ahead, so it's starting to get there a little bit. But wow. We've had now, we've had about 5 retirements. Yep, and Jake confirmed it. Yeah, it was, he made contact with Cowie. I thought there was. There was a little bit of, actually there from Tango, sorry. Trying to get to Walker, but he could not get him at turn 4. Didn't see who got the fastest lap. Sorry, I was reading comments. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame though for retirees so far in this race, having to retire in the early portion of the race. So let's see what will happen with these two. And the mediums. They have yet to pit, but I'm thinking they're going to try to keep those tires going till the end. Oh, no, they're not. Walker goes in. So he goes into the pits. So Walker, so no, Tango takes the lead in the race. Siege will come into second now. And Crooksy, who was actually, if you remember, was in last, is up into 3rd. So he's doing pretty decent, but he's also got Denzo right behind his tail on those fresher set of mediums. Right now though, if I'm Siege, you have to try to defend your position as much as you can, even with Denzo hunting you down with those fresh set of mediums. If he could do that, he could probably hold the position to at least get the advantage ahead into when the rain comes. Yeah, these clouds are starting to looks like gloom a little bit. As you can see, the track has gotten darker and darker, so that does tell me that the clouds are starting to come in more. Yeah, that's what I've been pointing out, Jake. Yeah, that Siege is trying to get those hearts to the end until the rain comes. So yeah, he's playing very smart. As Denzo gets ahead of Crooksy as Crooksy dives into the pit lane and gets a 5-second penalty to his woes. Tango goes onto the soft compound tire, so he's going to try to get that pace up if he can. So right now, the top three is Siege, Denzo, Cowie as the top three, Sully, and then Walker as the top five. So everyone's kind of separate at the moment. Woods gets a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings. And we're only in lap 22 of 36 in this race, so we have 15 laps to go until we lap. Now you got Denzel different Siege. About to start a little in. Siege actually abandons the idea of trying to move to the rain and goes in. Interesting. And Denzo now takes the lead of the race. But Cowie will come out ahead of Siege, obviously, and so is Sully and Walker. I think Siege will come out. He probably will come out behind. Looks like to be 9th, I'm gonna say. Actually, no, he'll come out. I'm sorry, no, he'll come out behind. He'll come out behind 6th place, so he'll be in 7th, coming out of the pit lane. So Denzo has built now the gap between him and Cowie of 10.3 seconds. So the pace has been very strong for that racing point to build that much of a gap. And if you remember from earlier, it was like 2.5 seconds, but what also, I think what helped him though mostly was that VSC because of the fact that he went into the pit lane while the VSC happened. So that definitely helped him out quite a lot as well to build up that gap. But in the meantime, Cowie has to maintain 4th or better. If he does not, then that's the championship. That's it. It's over. Then Denzo is your driver's champion in the Premier League. For moments is asking, rain in 5 laps. We could see, yeah, now you can see the clouds are starting to come in more, so that does give me the good indication that the rain's going to be coming very, very quickly. Probably within lap, probably by lap 30 is what I'm going to say, is when we might see light rain. And Serious Mushroom is going for a bold prediction of Dan Murphy to win or Walker. So we'll see what happens, though. I mean, yeah, we have the rain come, and anything can happen. As Sully is all over the back of Cowie with DRS, but they both don't have DRS at all, but Sully's got the DRS advantage. Oh, but here comes Walker on the outside, and he's got him. Brilliant move there by the Alfa Romeo. So he moves himself up into 3rd place. And he's got plenty of DRS third as well. He's now going to try to go for another overtake. It's Desquita de Lago. Oh, he goes into the grass there. A little bit of aggressive defending there from Cowie. Oh, and he parks his car too at turn 5. Interesting taxes there from the Ferrari. He pushes him off to the grass a little bit there, going to turn 4, and then turn 5, he just parked his car in the middle of the road. A little bit there. It was slight contact. Jay Story and I think that was Crew that have 3-second time penalties. if I'm not mistaken. And now Jay Brepto's got a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings. So Cowie's just forming a little bit of a 3-car train behind him. But I think that 3-car train might not last for long, as here comes Walker. Will he go to the outside? He's going to go for the outside, and Cowie, with another defensive move there, goes onto the outside part of the track to cut him off. But Walker will try to come back at him, though, at the back straight, but I don't think he'll be close enough. Yeah, he will not be close enough at the moment, so he has to stay back. Denzo right now has 11.4 second gap between him and second place. VSC has helped him out quite a lot. Out of this field, though, out of this train, the only one that does not have a penalty is Sully. And he's on the hard compound side. Oh, there's contact there! I think. Walker is out. Oh, what? He just retired on track. Oh, come on, man. That's... Oh. Why would you retire on track? That might be a bit of explaining to do. Did that slow the field down? No, it didn't. Okay. I was just making sure that was yellows. Like, that's not very sportsmanlike. He just retires in the middle of the track. And he's lucky that Ghosty was on it. If Ghosty was off, there could have been some accidents. So there might be some words coming Walker's way at the end of the race. But for the time being, now it's a 3-car battle between Sully, Cowie, Tango right now. The 2 McLarens hunting down the lonesome Ferrari ahead of them. And meanwhile, at the back, a little bit further back, I should say, Siege is all over Rick Dalton in the Mercedes. And Siege is on the soft compound tire, so obviously he's going to try to carry that until the rain comes. Yeah, that's a good point there. Tango might be compromised by his teammate's strategy there. So speaking of that, oh, Cowie defends that outside line again. Holds him up for the moment. Look at the gap though, 1.7 seconds right now between Denzo and Cowie. But right now the championship would not be decided, even if Denzo wins, because Cowie's in second. But it's going to depend what happens in the rest of the race. And the 2 McLarens right now, so they are very, very close. Tango is on a soft strategy to the end until the rain comes. Sully is on a hard strategy, so Tango pretty much has the best strategy out of those 2 McLarens. Crew has another penalty. I think that's 9 against him. But yeah, that's pretty much what it's looking like, I think. Rick Dalton trying to battle up a Siege as, let's see, ERS there. Siege has playing VRS, but here comes Rick Dalton. Does he try to go for a move? Looks like the answer is no. He locks up. Not close enough, at least, to get a move. But Tango trying to get a move around his teammate, but he's stuck behind him and his teammate and the Ferrari ahead of him. Here, oh, contact they made! Sully and Cowie. And they're side by side going to the uphill section. Oh, this is super close, but Cowie gets the better of it somehow. And now he's got his teammate alongside him as well in the other McLaren. He's gonna have to let him by at least. Oh, he gets a penalty there as well to add to his woes. So his teammate cost him a penalty there, and we've got rain pouring down now, as you can see on the camera lens. Yeah, rain is starting to come down now, so now it's going to be time to see what does everyone do. It's obviously 2 dry, so they're gonna have to stay out. Here comes Tango on the inside of turn 1. He's gonna go alongside with the Ferrari. Oh no! No! How did he keep that car intact? He somehow did not spin at all. There was just contact again between Cowie and the other McLaren. Cowie with aggressive defending today. Very aggressive indeed. Alright, so Tango won't have too much of an issue though, because he's on the soft compound tires, which provides the grip that he needs for the moment with the rain coming down. It's going to be hell though for the drivers that are on the mediums or the hards, because they will not have that much grip when the track becomes a little bit more greasy. Yeah, the way it looks like it's going to be rain enough for the intermediate tires. So we could see some pit activity very soon for intermediates, if possible. But here comes, looks like Sully's going to go on the outside now of Cowie. Does he make the move stick this time? He does. He makes the move stick before even the corner arrives. And he's up into second place. But right now the championship will stand at still continuing if Cowie does not get outside the top 4. If he gets outside the top 4, that's the end of the race. Or that's not just the, I'm sorry, not the end of the race, the end of the championship. Moment moments. Is that Glock? He goes, hashtag OMG, is that Glock going slowly in the moment coming? It would be that way if it was maybe Denzel, let's say, in the bottom 5. But here comes Tango to the inside of Cowie with those soft compound tires and gets ahead of him. So now the McLarens are now 2 and 3. As Crooksy makes a little bit of a move there against Dalton, Rick Dalton, and gets up into 5th place. And now he's got the Haas of Siege right into the back of him. Oh, we got someone that's off, I think. Looks like one of the Red Bulls, I think. Oh, yeah, we do. It's Woods. He's gone off in the infield somehow. So, what do you do now if you're McLaren? Do you let Tango by and hopefully to build a gap between him and Cowie? Because he's on the soft compound tire, so he's on the better tire, obviously with this rain coming down, so. The only thing is he's not gonna catch Denzo. Yeah, you can see Sully is struggling though on those hard compound tires. I think from the way it looks, I don't think we're going to see some Team Orange coming to play. So he's going to try to fight him off from the way it looks. Tango going to go to the outside of his teammate. And his teammate tries to fight him, but he cannot. So Tango takes 2nd place, but Sully does have... Sully does not have a penalty. So he's fine. But he is going to be struggling with those hards, with the rain coming down. Oh wait, Cowie's gone to the pits for inters. Okay. Oh, he's gonna come out ahead of Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy's gonna go to the inside, but he thought about it for a moment. All right, so Cowie blinked to go into the intermediate tires, and so did Jay Bradfield and Woods. So, yeah, now the rain's starting to come down a little bit more harder. So, I think, yeah, now Denzel's going to go into the pit lane. Oh, and he hits the wall. Oh, that's not going to help him out. So, he also hit the wall. So, I wonder if that's going to compromise him a little bit. Does he get a front weight change? Oh, yeah, he did. So, he got a front weight change when he got into the... So, that's going to compromise him a little bit now. But where's Cowie is the question. Oh, he's way too far away. So even with the wing change, he doesn't have enough to catch him. So he has to stay where he is. The McLarens are double stacked. And onto the intermediate tires goes almost the rest of the field. Cowie takes third place, so he'll be fine at the moment. Tango goes into second, but actually no, Cowie's got Tango, so he outpaced him there, so he's up into second now. But yeah, with that wing change, Denzo lost about 8 seconds from that, but that doesn't matter because he's way too far away. So everyone on the intermediate tires now. So the order now is Denzo, Cowie, and Tango as your podium sitters. Unless, let's see, where is Sully? Sully is 1.5 seconds back from Rick, so he does not have enough really to get a podium. So pretty much, the only driver that would be somewhat in contention is Cowie. Oh, but there's a little bit of a slide there between those two cars of Tango and Cowie. I'm pretty sure now DRS is disabled. Yeah, it was. I don't think I ever got the indication it was disabled. But now here comes Tango on the inside. He's going to go for it on the inside into turn 1. Brilliant move by the McLaren. He outbroke himself into turn 1, going ahead of Cowie. Brilliant drive. Pulling off a Daniel Ricciardo move there into the center S. So Tango goes into second place. And Cowie goes down to third. So at the moment, yeah, the championship will still continue from the driver's standings. Because even though Denzo, yes, is in the lead, but mathematically, it wouldn't be enough to claim the championship. He would have to wait until next week when they go to Canada. Mushroom break commentary. Check, you're fired. I haven't heard Jake commentate, to be honest, but I do appreciate that compliment. Thank you. Alright, so we're at the final lap now. Denzo has a 14.1 second gap between Tango and Cowie. So, yeah, again, like I said, the championship will continue from the way it looks. I don't know how many wins this would be for Denzo, but maybe if I have to take a rough guess, maybe about his 4th or 5th win. I don't know unless I get a clear indication on it. But good race though overall from Denzo. Tango had a brilliant race after starting off on the medium compound tire. Cowie will maintain the championship fight, but we will come to the line with the championship leader as he's going to come across the line now and will take home the Brazilian Grand Prix here in Interlagos. Denzo wins here in Brazil. Tango will come across the line to finish in second place, and Cowie will continue the championship fight to finish in second. Oh! Never mind. So Cowie finishes in second place. Tango must have had a... Oh, he must have... Oh, he had an unserved penalty. That's why. Okay, I didn't catch that. Oh, wait. No, Sully now takes second place. Oh, so... Oh, yeah, because he didn't have a penalty. So Sully now takes second place. So now it's the other McLaren that gets the podium. So the McLaren swapped. So Sully gets second. Cowie gets third. Tango in fourth, and CG will finish in fifth. And I think his championship hopes, I think, are in somewhat tact, but it's a slim chance. Rick Dalton comes up in 6th, Crooksey in 7th, Sloth in 8th, Dan Murphy in 9th, Sean in 10th. Crew Steamers. DNFs. DNFs. Interesting. So, okay. So, Sean will come up in 10th. Woods in 11th. And, okay. Well, that was interesting. I don't know how to explain that. He just DNFs, before he gets across the line. Fritzy with the driver of the day after, finishing the top 10 and starting from last, so he had himself a brilliant drive. But there's your race winner there. Denzo in the Racing Point takes the victory here at Interlagos. And Sully and Cowie as your podium sitters. Good race from all three drivers as they celebrate onto the podium. But, yeah, good race overall, even though there was a lot of chaos on the opening laps. But Crixie, yeah, driver of the day, starting from 20th and last of the grid up to 7th. So gained 13 positions. Great drive from him overall. But, yeah, Denzo, your race winner here at Interlagos. Sully finishes second, Cowie in third, Tango in fourth, CG in fifth, Rick Dalton in sixth, Crixie in seventh, Sloth in eighth, Dan Murphy in ninth, Sean in 10th, Woods in 11th, Crew Steamers in 12th, Jay Story in 13th, Dre Bradfield in 14th, Walker in 15th, Jake Wilson, Liam Mushroom, Shaza, and Clarkey were the cars that did not finish the race. That was a great race overall. Chaos, obrigado, Interlagos, as they say. But yeah, brilliant race overall. Very interesting, very chaotic. But have to say that was a good race for a debut, for my debut for weekend night racing for the Premier League. So yeah, I think everyone's left from what it looks like. So I guess we won't be doing interviews. Alright, so I guess I'll wrap it up then. Yeah, my name is KD1997. Thank you for watching the race. Hopefully I'll be able to see you back next week. And yeah, take care and have a great rest of your weekend as well.